Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm back downstairs because someone's still sleeping upstairs, so I decided to film here today. And also I just filmed a get ready with me, and it's a little bit easier here downstairs because I have a table right next to me. It's just, the setup is just a little bit better for me than upstairs, but that's beside the point. You're here for my No Pan Left Behind update. So No Pan Left Behind, I try to use every shadow that I have at least once. Last year we focused on actually really using everything at least once. This year I'm doing it a little bit looser, and I'm seeing what I'm gravitating towards, and I'm using my No Pan Left Behind to make some decisions as to what palettes can leave my collection or what shadows can leave my collection. So in this month, we use the color blue. I will put on the screen, I have a spreadsheet of all my palettes. You will see them getting colored in. We are going from red to orange to yellow to light green to darker green, and now July was light blue. So I'm hoping that you will see the spreadsheet on the screen right now for July. In July, we managed to use 28 new shadows, which is not my highest number, but it is a little bit higher than it was last month. And maybe you can see sneakily off to the side that a new palette has entered my collection, and it didn't even really fit into the spreadsheet with all the other palettes, so I had to move it to the side to have it on screen. But we'll get to that one in a second. I am not really picking my palettes. I think last month I just touched upon some palettes that I was gonna put in my rotation and see if I would use them. And I actually did. So the ones that I want to talk about are the Micro Beauty Shop Serpent palette. I used 3 extra shadows out of that palette. This is what it looks like. The shadows that are staying, ooh, that mirror is very blinding. That's better. The shadows that are staying unused are more of these darker, sort of grungy tones. Not really my vibe as of right now, but I'm happy that I used some shadows out of here at least. I had some shadows in my Expand Those Pans, so that's really helping. Then the Beauty Bay Brights palette. I think I talked about this last time that I wanted to use this. This is currently my Pan Those Eyeshadows palette, which makes no sense probably, but there is one shadow in here that I'm working on as a Pan Those Eyeshadows shadow. And I've worked through all of the prompts from Pan Those Eyeshadows, so I've decided to just use this palette as much as I can, see if I can hit some more pans. So I've been using some shades out of here, and also a shadow was in Expand Those Pans. So there's that. Then we have the Juvia's Place Magic Mini. Again, not the best used yet, but it is getting used, and this is also one that I just pulled out to possibly do a No Pan Left Behind on. And also there was a shadow in Expand Those Pans, or is. I'm not really sure. I say was, but possibly when you're seeing this video, they're still in my Expand Those Pans, because my Expand Those Pans updates are just very random. I film them when I have the time, and I upload them when I have a hole in my schedule. So I don't know, maybe that's spoilers, maybe that's not. Maybe that's not really making any sense. I'm saying that's in Expand Those Pans and you haven't even seen that because it's not uploaded yet. Who knows? And then the last palette is the Beauty Bay Tropical palette. Now this one I got some good use on. This is what mine looks like. I have used a lot of these shadows. Let me see. It's always difficult because it's sort of like backwards. I didn't use that one. Well, I don't know. Didn't use that one and didn't use that one. And then some of these shadows I haven't used yet. So you can tell which ones are my favorites. So the yellows and then the sort of pinky peachy ones. Love those. The rest are staying behind. But we're close to doing No Pan Left Behind on this. So maybe I can do it. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to use the shadows that are still left to do No Pan Left Behind on. we shall see. And then I also used 3 Michael Beauty Shop singles and 3 Glam Shop singles. Not really very interesting, but there's that. That is all. That is all. And then I added a new palette. So I actually used this palette today. This look was done with that palette. I used 5 shadows out of there. Wait, I forgot to color that one in. So that means we used 29 shadows this month instead of 28. Why did I say it like that? 28. 28. So we used 29 shadows instead of 28. Well, okay. Well, the more you know. So the new palette that I added to my collection, I mean, I couldn't not add this, right? So this is the Glam Lite Lord of the Rings palette. And this is what it looks like. So today I used this entire row right here, and then this as an inner corner highlight. So it's the look that we have here. We have something on our lips from the same collection. If you wanna go check out that video, I will link it for you guys if it's live already. If it's not live already, you'll have to wait until it's uploaded. Maybe subscribe if you haven't already, so you won't miss that. It's very on brand. Get ready with me where I ramble around and do some makeup. So I'm happy with this in my collection. It does mean, however, that the time has really come to do a mid-year declutter. I think I've said this in the last 2 videos and in more of my videos, other series. I really need to do a declutter. Looking at my spreadsheet right now, I can see some contenders of which ones are gonna leave. And if you've been on my channel, they're probably not gonna be a surprise. Like, if you wanna guess. Leave me a comment down below thinking, or letting me know what palettes you think I'm gonna get rid of. I'm interested to see what you guys think, but I'm pretty sure you guys all know. So yeah, that is the update for my No Pan Left Behind. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will hopefully see you in one of my next videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.